Oh, I may be distracted. Oh no, you're all good, Gitfo. No problem, man. We just had a stream. Appreciate you still just chilling. You're all good. But yeah, if that was a streamer's merch, they'd be making hella money. That's for sure. How you doing, Bulldog? And Katharina, thank you again for the 23 months. Okay, we are here. Mossstein Cove discovered. We should hop on that island over there. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Seeds for the future. Here we go. What a majestic tree. Well, you can cut it down. Lol. Yes, it's fine. I promise. It's the best way to get the wood you need, actually. But don't worry. They'll regrow over time. Another interesting fact about the Everlight. I love how a cat helps out. I can't tell if our cat is like biting onto that piece or just like holding onto it, but either way, it's precious. Timber! Well done. Congratulations. For you have become Death, the destroyer of worlds. Joke aside, that's how you do it. You go on ahead, cutting down more trees. Then we can go back to the boat and build the field with all those maple logs. I'll be next to the raft. Ooh, we can also get some of these raspberries. Yeah. Ah, this game is so pretty. I think my faves right now are Hal, Maui, and my 24-inch Emily. MrSamKim Squishmallow when? Oh man, Gitfo. Just imagining like a Squishmallow of my dog Zero. That'd be super cute. Hey, random question, Gitfo. The merch that you have on your store, did you work with anyone to create that, or did you come up with all the designs and set up the shop yourself? So the deer later is requesting you get hard wood for her. Get your mind out of the gutter, full on. Something in between. Okay, nice. What is Kitty's name? Daffodil. Oh, look. She's just sleeping now, taking a little nap. Oh. There we go. Got some limestone. Forgot what that's used for. Oh, isn't that cute, Smokey? Not in gutter, just a fact. Do you guys remember the TV show called Sagwa the Siamese Cat? I've actually never heard of that show. Daffodil kind of reminds me of Sagwa. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. I'm not a graphic designer at all, but I've worked with companies in the past and gotten fully licensed access to the resources I use to make To make ore merch. Ooh. To make ore merch. Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. It's definitely a clutch resource to have. Hells yeah. Alright, let's head back. You don't have to give me specifics, Gitfo, but has the return, has the ROI been good on your merch? Like the amount of time you put in and like what you've gotten in return? It's still on my to-do list. Definitely would like to though. I feel like this fish has been cooking for like 3 years. Yeah, let's throw 1 raspberry in there. I know I can combine it to make other stuff, but for now, just so that we have the ingredient in the cookbook. It's okay. Daffodil pleases just as much. Yeah, she's super cute. The collector's edition that was released for this on a separate website, I believe. Actually, no. I think the devs created like their own merch for the cat Daffodil, like a little Daffodil plushie. Someone in the community did send that to me, but I never purchased it myself. It looked really cute though. Well, you see, don't ask me how, but I've met Albert already. He definitely is a shark. But his interest in all things maritime will be helpful. Such as the boat upgrades he sells at an outrageously high price. With those, you'll be able to cross ominous weather barriers in the world. They look like classical mythical challenges again. A bit cliche if you ask me. Poached fruit. Nice. Okay, so now that we have the materials, we can make our field, right? Yeah, so that we can start planting our seeds. A field! Huh? It's better looking than I thought. There is a little je ne sais quoi to it. Simple, but elegant. Now, all you have to do is plant field seeds in there. Seeds can grow only in their respective places. Garden seeds won't grow in the field, so don't bother trying. But you know me, I would kill a plastic cactus, so don't take my word on this. Anyway, there's only one place where we could possibly find what we need. Theodore specializes in seeds. He has set up shop in Hummingburg, the busiest town of the area. Theodore and his brothers are the founders of Raccoon Inc., a shady retail franchise with very loose moral values. Yes, this world has a serious problem of dubious business practices. Since I don't want you to get swindled, I'll come with you and do most of the talking. I've run into this cheeky little raccoon once, and his dishonesty was blatant. Let's head to Hummingburg then. We just need to find some seeds for that field.
Good day, Commander.
Oh, it was a PBS show. Yes, but only because of how little time/effort I put in. Also, we sell at cost, so I've made possibly like 4 cents over the past couple years because of rounding. Oh, okay, I see. There are 2 or 3 items that Streamlabs doesn't allow me to make money from, so I make zero. That doesn't allow me to make $0 from, so I make 1 cent from them instead. Little gains. Damn, Mace, welcome back to the stream. Good morning, how you doing? Welcome back. Am not Chimkin, but Pingu, but close enough. Good to see you, Mace. I hope you're having a great Friday. Just doing a short little cozy stream of Spiritfarer. This game is the coziest of games. Hold on, I did find some seeds. I don't know, can I? I should be able to. Yeah, I should be able to plant these here. Coffee seed. Linen. We can use to make thread, which we will need, I know, for other purposes later. Oh, it's afternoon. Okay, good afternoon. Taking a break from working on uni things for sure. Well, hey, thanks for popping on in during your break. Hope uni is going okay. Yeah. If you want to check out the demo for this, ! Demo. I heard it's a relatively short demo, but it's enough for you to know if this is a game you want to check out. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. We gotta head to Hummingberg. There we go. Can also get some supplies. Here, seeds, treasure, wood, ores. Okay, let's stop by here really quick. Thanks, Doro. And the game also has fishing if you like fishing in games. It's pretty simple right now, but because I did originally play this on the Switch. But yeah, I can't remember if there's like different fishing rods that you can get, but I know they have like a system where like you can't just like hold on X, like it'll snap if you apply too much pressure. But I think because we're super early on, it's just pretty much casting out the reel and that's it. Okay, so now it's bedtime, so let's go to sleep. Yeah, Gitfo, that's really nice of you to sell the merch at cost. Good morning, Stella. Good morning. Morning. Music is very relaxing. Thanks for streaming this game, brother man. Yeah, of course, Taro. Thanks again for the raid, homie. Always appreciate that. I was wondering too, because like I was lurking in your stream. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna actually play that horror game. And I'm like, oh well, all right. Well, here he comes. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, and so I've watched a couple of documentaries about this game, and I forgot exactly which documentary it was, but a few of the team members were talking about how for the different spirits that you can meet in this game, like Gwen, as well as I forgot the names, but the devs drew inspiration for people in their own lives, so that they weren't exactly like, oh, this spirit is pretty much my grandma, but you know, elements of people in their actual life that they used to help create some of the characters in here. I was like, that's pretty cool. So they felt, you know, there was like an emotional connection to them when they were designing or creating dialogue for the characters. Like not just going for something generic, you know, actually pulling from their own life. Well, I think my grandma's personality would be good for this character based off of what they knew about them at the time. Oh, Taro's back. Where's that snap button? Whoa. This is fine. I totally get wanting to make money off merch, but in my opinion, it's so much more valuable to get merch into as many hands as possible. Yeah, I hear you, Gitfo. And I'm sure a community appreciates that. Laugh mask off. No, Sammy, thank you. After Phasmo, I was done with horror. Honestly shocked you went back to it, dude. I was like, huh, thought he was done with that game. But I mean, you were playing with Tuger, so I know you weren't completely alone. Do some more fishing shit. Some more fishing. How far did you get in this game, Gitfo? Do you remember? Like just like hours wise? Like how much time you put in? I like how she has like a little yeah whenever she catches something. I like the work that went into just the idle animations as well. Like Daffodil doesn't just sit there. She actually like will take a little nap, or she'll start playing with her own little not toy. I know there's an actual name for it. I forgot, even though like we just started. Yeah, little things like that. She's so cute. After I said let's do Phasmo Tugi, I instantly regretted it. Lol, dude. It's hard to say, but we did not finish it. Maybe like 15 to 20 hours? Okay, for sure. Did you send anyone through the Everdoor? Jellyfish. Here they come again. I don't feel great. Go. I still have faith in you. Yeah, I think 3 people. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, for sure. That's how little I played. I never sent any of our spirits through the Everdoor, but I fished a whole shit ton. We finish every game now, but when we played it way back when, games that got low views didn't get finished. Ah, I see. Did you have any tears for people that you sent through? I definitely wouldn't be surprised if I do. I'm a very emotional guy. I was like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be me. Time to get our jellies. Oh god.
Emotional damage.
So much damage. So much, dude. There's so many, chat. I can't get all of them. Ah. Yeah, Toro, if you're ever looking for a cozy game to play in between your league, yo, man, this is a great cozy game. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I think I should have done some better spacing on my buildings for these moments, but it's okay, no biggie. I know you like your competitive games, but yeah, if you're ever looking for something to just post up and chill with, this game's pretty good. All right. Stop by here, get the crates, and then we'll head to Hummingbird. Definitely shed a tear and a half at least. Stella! You know, I'm delighted that you're here with me, but I'm not surprised one bit. It adds up. You here, taking care of me in my final hours. You've always cared so damn much about others. Always protected those you found vulnerable. Even pedantic snobs like me. Remember the day my father yelled at the cat? You just got out of elementary school. You were wearing those blue sneakers with the glittery tags. And there you were, yelling back at my father like you were on a mission. Father turned red and smashed the purple Delano vase. It was rad. Bitchin', thanks for still hanging out. What do you mean, Sammy? League is cozy. Stop sipping. Like those new emotes, dude. I love how you have your own poo-poo emote. Abby did a great job as per usual. Oh, hold on, Gwen. Are you hungry? Yeah, you are hungry. Let me give you some food. So, you've had popcorn, and then last time I gave you fish. You like comfort food though, so I'll give you some more popcorn. Oh, thank you, Stella. I love comfort food so damn much. Yas, bitch, yas. Hugs! People hug! Feeling much better. Okay. Yeah, Abby the best. Deaf, dude, deaf, man. Time for some more fishing. I should probably have some food cooking too. Ooh, and we gotta water our crops. Coffee's almost ready. Ooh, we can make mussels. We haven't cooked that. Let's cook that. It'll take a little bit of time. What strain you growing, Sammy? You know, my favorite, green crack and blue dream, baby. Jeez. Lavender Kush, Northern Lights? Nah, man. I don't want to get locked to my couch. That Blue Dreamin' keeps me up for days. Dude, Blue Dream is such a good hybrid. Easily one of my favorites. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had either of those strains. It's actually been a while since I've had any weed at all in general. I think this might be my longest break to date. Last time I smoked was on New Year's Eve, so it's been 3 months. Smoky weed. It's like the bat signal for Smoky. You just gotta talk about the nuggets. She's like, guys, got any more of that dankness? Smoky. What's your favorite strain, Smokey, if you got one? All right, we're here. Let's buy some seeds. Theodore has set up shop on this island. Let's pay him a visit. Okie dokie. Let me just get my food. Steamed shellfish. Personally would never eat that myself, but yo, it's all for our travelers. Let's get another dish cooking. Dun, 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 dun. I miss those couch lock days. I can't smoke anything in general, and edibles are such a commitment. Yeah, I definitely get you, Gitfo. And edibles are there. It's almost like you're playing Russian roulette with edibles, because sure, you can gauge or find out how much is in there to get a rough idea, but it's not like you can eat an edible and then an hour later you're like, you know what? This is perfect. Digestive system, we're good. You can stop right now. Mr. Fuck? This is an ongoing process. You cannot stop this bolt. We're continuing on. Digest. Oh shit, dude. Someone's gonna have to feed me. And, also take me home. Gang! How to spot a stoner. Smoke what? Very true. Gelato or Blue Dream? Gelato. I don't know if I've ever tried that one. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember, but... Okay, you're also a fan of the Blue Dream. Nice. Lol, edibles. Clear your schedule. It's gonna be a long ride. But yeah, I mean, if you eat those edibles and then like you get them again in the future, at least you'll know. You're like, okay, if I eat half of this, it'll be like the perfect amount for me. But trying edibles for the first time, it's always just like, all right, hopefully I don't get absolutely fucked. But on a more serious note, I like that edibles exist for people who either can't or don't want to smoke. Just the fact that there's so many different ways to take in THC or CBD or whatever you need, and not have to smoke, I think that's awesome. I love that weeds come that far along.
A timely reappearance. The dungeon awaits.
Nicole!
Hi SamKim.
Hi Nicole. Thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Appreciate you. How you doing? Cheers to. Edibles? Haven't tried those, Sammy. Good you. You just have to trust. Also, the couch and I are one entity now. You're no longer Gitfo. You're Coucho. Get couch. Hope you're having a good night, Nicole. Just doing a short little cozy stream with some Spiritfarer. The free demo for this game. Exclamation point demo in the chat. Let's make some coffee for our Gwen. She loves coffee. Just like I do. It is my lifeblood. Speaking of weed, I just spilled mine all over my desk. Oh no.
Sage, MrSamKim cry.
One of the best gifts any friend has given to me is it's a little tool. It's like a little you can attach it to your keychain. I mean you don't have to. It's essentially it's like a little weed tool. So it's like a little spoon. Toro, you know what I'm talking about. Fucking Nick gave me that shit. So good. So it's like a tiny little spoon that you can use for like grinded weed, so that you don't get any of that sticky icky and waste any of those crystals being stuck on your fingers. And yeah, I'd always just grind up some weed, use that little spoon, and just pack little snaps and bowls with that. And it also has a debowler, so if ever you ever got that resin stuck in there, you can clear that up. And the last part of the tool is it's like a packer, so you can pack the bowl down if you got to make that shit nice and thick. Such a great tool. If you guys don't have one of those and you smoke, you should definitely get one of those in your life. They're pretty cheap too, like under 10 bucks. Once you understand your body versus the milligram dose, you're good. Yeah, for sure. It's just the come up and come down are way stretched out when you ingest versus smoke. You definitely get your money's worth with edibles. Definitely. Doing good. Touching up my hair? Yes, bitch. Yes. Nice. It reminds me of my cousin's fiance who hands out gummies at every family party. Shivo. That's a pretty cool fiance. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you guys being here. Get couch emote incoming. Get couch. Love it, dude. Yeah, appreciate the birthday wishes, Nicole. Thank you, thank you. A Coke spoon? How genius. Well, I mean, I guess you could use it for that, but I mean, I just used it for weed. I ain't judging. We all have our vices. You do you, baby. Coke is just too expensive. I don't like snorting stuff up my nose. Not the sticky icky. Just cleaned out the mouthpiece of my disposable vape, and it had sand in it. Oh my god. Dear lord. Playing volleyball on the beach? What are you doing, RWG? I know there's like some hidden loot around here. And there we go, there we go. Got some seeds, carrot seeds, turnip seeds. It picks up weed and packs your bowl. Yes, one of my favorite tools. Yes, Smokey, yes. Such an awesome tool.
Yeah, I hope my next game will be ready soon. I've crunched the data and spent 5 nights theory crafting. Clearly, if you take the heavy weapon proficiency from the Mountain Gnome race, there is a nifty synergy with the level 3 rogue ability Eviscerate. It's for sure a bit weird, but hey, 5d20 and auto crit on prone can't be defeated, am I right? Bitch the fuck!
The mini scooper, yeah, that came in handy many times. Must have been from Venice Beach, because that's the only place I've been around sand recently. Hey, you got a little bit of California. I need for definitely weed purposes. My mom has started giving me and my siblings weed in our stockings at Christmas. She's got a pretty cool mom. Yeah, my parents, they just grew up in a different, a different time. But I'm glad my parents were open-minded enough about weed to try out CBD, and it's definitely been very beneficial for my mom, because she does get like, I don't know if it's actually like medically diagnosed arthritis, but from playing tennis as well as working out the cleaners and doing like a lot of sewing, like her hands, like the joints and the bones in her hands do get sore at times, as well as her knees. So yeah, dude, we've got some of that CBD balm from Papa and Barkley, which Tora recommended to me years ago. Some good stuff. And I got it from, if you buy it from the website, it only has CBD, but I got it from the clinic, so it was the one that was mixed with THC and CBD. And like, it's not enough to like get you baked or anything, so yeah, I wasn't worried about her just like all of a sudden like cooking up like all the food from her fridge and then just like eating all of it. I'm like, what are you doing, mother? Save some for your son.
I'm going home. Don't follow me. Please. I hate it when people know where I live.
That's very assuming of you.
If you know my address, you'll tell people. Then they'll tell people. Listen, I just don't want junk mail.
Ah, okay. Fair. That's fair.
Lul. Will I be that aunt one day giving out the gummies? Probably. Fully understood that.
They sell Coke spoons at Lost Lands. What's a Coke spoon? I'm glad I can say I don't know what that is, but damn. Yo, let's go P&B. Glad it helped, brother man. Yeah, no, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. It definitely has. My dad's used it a few times, but yeah, my mom's benefited from it a lot. That is like average 140 damage attack. You usually attack 3 turns as a rogue in a game that average attack a turn at endgame is like 40 to 100. I'm glad you understood that, Footlong. VBD, if you will. Wait, Gitfo, do you consume or do you smoke? Actually, wait. You mentioned that you don't, right? Smoke, that is.
That's intense. People getting really litty titty up in that joint.
The music in this game is so good. It is, Al. It's great. Appreciate you still hanging out, you legend. Oh. Take a good look at this shrine, Stella. It's simply stunning. Some objects in this world are meant to resonate with the Spiritfarer and the Everlight. I've heard this monument has the power to enhance the Everlight's abilities. The 2 slots on it need to be filled up. I'm fairly certain you can use obols to activate it, but to get obols, you need to welcome more spirits on your ship. I'm sure you'll soon find more lost souls like me. Ah, okay, yeah. So once we get one more obol, then we'll get the double jump. I was like, when do we get that?
A stroll a day keeps the doctor away. Which reminds me, I haven't been to the doctor in forever. Oh no. Why did I think about health all of a sudden? Am I suddenly starting to feel unwell? Monka W? I am not sick. I am okay. Be gone, stranger.
Alright, I'm going. Good. There's Theodore. Your emote is adorable, Allie. It is. Once it became legal here, my mom tried it for her chronic pains, so she'll sometimes get stoned with us, her kids. We all have super fun times. She gets so giggly. Aww. It's great, Nicole. I hope it helps her with her pain. Of course. Thanks, Allie. I'll occasionally do edibles, but when I have that many hours to spare, I'm more apt to give them to mushrooms instead. I'm more apt to give them to... What do you mean by that last part? Go ahead. Take a look at what he's selling. Yeah. Well, I'm just confused about the phrase. But when I have that many hours to spare, I'm more apt to give them to... What do you mean give them to mushrooms and... Oh. The hours. Got it. Sorry, a little slow. Gotcha. Thank you. No. You're good. I was literally like... But when I have that many hours to spare, I'm more apt to give them to mushrooms instead. I'm like, you have a friend named Shrooms? Please forgive Sam, he's an idiot. They like to do shrooms instead of the hours for weed. They do hours for shrooms. So thank you for the... I'm an idiot. Forgive me. I have a few mushroom tattoos. Oh, you do, Nicole? Nice. I still have mushrooms sitting in my drawer. They've been there for so long. I don't know if they eventually can go bad, but cause I mean I know it's already a fungus, but yeah, dude, these shrooms have been sitting in my drawer for quite some time. All right, let's talk to Theodore. Step right up, potential prospect. Welcome to Raccoon Inc. We've been servicing hummingbirds since forever. You've got the glims, I've got the goods. I've got all the wares to make you spend those hard-earned glims. Step right up. All right, okay, let's see. What are you selling? Ah, a key for hummingbird. 500,000. All right. 7,000 for seeds? 6,000? Sheesh. What a ripoff. 7,500 for coffee beans? Oh my lord, we can't buy anything, chat. 14,000 for one limestone? All right. 10,000 for copper ore? Maple log 13? All right. This place is rigged. What was that? Those prices are out of control. Yes, Gwen. Seriously, bitch. Help. I won't let him get away with this. Are you ready to see me obliterate this merchant? Yes, bitch, yes. Good. Let's do this. Theodore, I know what you're doing here. And you should be ashamed of yourself, you trash panda. Please don't do old shrooms. It can definitely go bad. Okay, I should probably throw them away then. I think it's been almost a year. Fungus on fungus is not the way. Gotcha. I was like, yeah, they're stored away. They're not taking any direct sunlight. Oh my god, definitely don't do those. Okay, should throw those away. People like you are the reason we have middle fingers. You tell him, Gwen. What? Madam,
What's the meaning of this?
My friend here is the new Spiritfarer, but she is not a newbie, and neither am I. That little scam of yours won't work on us.
But I can assure you my business practices are quite above board.
Mm-hmm. Be warned, you treacherous striped weasel. I won't tolerate this behavior one more second. No more shenanigans, no more double crosses. Just fair prices. So stop being dishonest at once. And next time I see you, I'll try being nicer. If you start being smarter. Got it?
But... Yes. Yes, of course. I promise you I'll adjust my prices. I beg you, please don't scold me anymore. I'll even give you a discount.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Your friend really gave that greedy merchant some hell. You both look like you could possibly join the upstairs crew. You want to come up, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty cool being up here. Yep. All the best people are up here. Don't get too excited, though. Some idiot broke the ladder. You'd have to be able to jump inhumanly high to make it. I guess you could also use the stairs in that house. Some other idiot lost the key. Well, anyway, see ya. Upstairs crew forever. I did shrooms from 3 years ago. I'm fine, MrSamKim fine. Monka, Monka, 5,000 for the key. There we go. These prices are much better, chat. Okay. All we really need at this time are seeds. So let's get... hold on. Let me check my inventory. We've got some carrot seeds, turnip, corn, coffee, some linen. Okay, so the most amount of seeds we have is carrot. I don't want to sell my food. I don't want to sell any of this stuff either. Let's just buy a few things and then we'll head out. Oh, I'm all out of money. That's okay. We got what we need. Fantastic. If you've got everything you need, I'll take my leave. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. I'll meet you at the pier. Sounds good, Gwen. Oh yeah, we can't go in there yet. Yeah, don't need a fungal fatal. Not touch that toadstools. Thanks for the intel, chat. That mushies go bad. Yeah, I actually didn't know that. I was like, it's already fungus. They're good. Are you sure you're fine? I mean, you're fine, but are you fine? Looks great. Way ahead of me, Stella. Your thumb is as green as your hat. This boat will soon become a cozy floating farm. Don't forget that you'll probably have to water the plants once in a while. Don't ask my word for it, though. My gardening knowledge is as limited as my father's empathy. Oof. Ouch. You'll have to find better mentors than me. Which reminds me, I believe it's time for you to find new people. Not that I don't love the idea of just the two of us cruising the oceans, but you are the Spiritfarer, and Spiritfarers find spirits. And yes, help them fulfill their last wishes, however mundane they can be. I've heard of a place not far from here, where someone might be in need of your help. And I'll bet you'll like this one, if he is who I think he is. Go, let's sail. Okay, so let's collect our linen. And now with our new seeds, let us plant some corn, some more coffee, one more linen. That's a good point, Peach, but I'm living. Gotta make the best of it now. Oh, damn, Nicole, really? That's intense. I'm glad she's not doing it anymore. The hardest thing I came close to doing, like real close, was BTH, black tar heroin. Freshman year of college, and yeah, I was in a room just to pick up some weed, and yeah, my dealer was cooking up some on a spoon for him and his homies. Really, really cool guy. Unfortunately, he did pass away after I left. Well, not left. I got kicked out after my freshman year because I partied too much and didn't do important things like go to class and homework. So yeah, I was only there for 1 year, but I've met some really, really cool people there, and I wouldn't take it back for anything. I'm grateful my parents didn't disown me. But yeah, he was a really cool guy, but yeah, he did have a pretty bad heroin problem, and yeah, I heard he passed away like after my freshman year. So yeah, R.I.P. But I'm grateful for the memories I spent with him. Really, really, really cool guy. Bullet dodged wholly, yeah. And you know why I almost did it? I was like, well, he did say the first hit is free, but the first hit is always free. That's how they get you. So yeah. And yeah, man, it was literally being cooked on the spoon in front of me, and then like I saw my friend like helping pour it in through another one of his friends' nose, and man, it was like a scene out of Train Spotting, except there was no funny dialogue. It was just intense. But yeah, they didn't try to peer pressure me or anything. They just asked me like, hey, you want to try some? Like, I think I'm okay. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't. That's always been my line. It's like, never gonna touch heroin. Plus, even if I wanted to, the idea of having that poured into my nose, and I didn't even like snorting shit, which is why I had a very short phase with coke. I was like, I don't enjoy this feeling or doing this with my nose at all. Yeah, nah, boiling shit and pouring that in, nah, I'm chilling, fam. I'll just stick to the weed. But yeah, you know, we all got our vices, so I never judged any of my friends for the stuff that they did that I wasn't into. Wait, huh? Did I hear you say you did black tar heroin? Holy shit. No, I got really close to trying it my freshman year of college, but I never touched it. The hardest thing I did was, I think the hardest drugs I've done are LSD, acid, coke, and ecstasy. That's as far as I went. Out of those, I did acid the most. Too much. I was literally a guinea pig for some friends who had some good connections. Sam, I just got a vial of LSD and I never tried this before. You want to see how good it is before I start selling it? I'm like, I'll be your guinea pig. But don't you have class in an hour? I'll be your guinea pig. Literally coming up while on the bus to class. Yep. Suffice it to say, I didn't really take any notes while I was in class, because my teacher's beard was a living creature. Inner monologue. It's all good, Sam. No one knows. No one knows. Just act normal. It's all good. It's all good. But I'm sweating bullets. It's okay, Sam. It's okay. It's okay. Just. I know you can't write anything, but just move your hand in your notebook like you're writing notes. As the notes on the billboard slowly melt to the bottom. It was a very intense class session. Very intense. And yeah, when I got back to my dorm, I was like, yeah, this is some good shit. It's like, yep. It's good. It's good. How was class? I don't remember it. Shit's good though.
Mr. Sam, get fine.
I think the hardest thing I've almost done is that I had an ex that would freebase fentanyl, like smoke it off of tinfoil, and he really tried to get me to do it with him. Oh my god, no, fuck that. I've heard before that you're not officially an adult until you realize how many of your friends do cocaine. Kidfo. I love acid. I painted and made a lot of art on acid. Oh, that's awesome, Nicole. Yeah, so I went to UC Santa Cruz my freshman year. And man, I went from being a city boy who didn't really like nature. I didn't hate nature, but I just wasn't really about it, like the outdoors, to just oh man, I fell in love with that school and just that setting. Just taking acid and just going out on hikes into the forest. Love that. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but we gave our little daffodil a little huggy. Yeah, there are some really cool trails around Santa Cruz. And at UC Santa Cruz, that college was split into like 8 different small colleges, each with like their own theme, as well as like the buildings look different. And I was in Porter College, which was pretty much the college for druggies and druggies. I don't mean that like in a negative way, but yo, dude, we had access to all the good shit. It was like the hippie college, but yo, dude, it was cool. We had like a bunch of really cool like art around, and yeah, we also had like a giant meadow where people would have drum circles and just like smoke and chill out. If you've ever seen Santa Cruz on 420, yeah, that meadow was like right next to my dorm. Had a lot of good memories there. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to wrap up pretty soon. Let's see what. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I do want to make a garden. What do I need for that? I need lightning. Okay, so we gotta go to a new part of the map. Do you still have any of that art, by the way, Nicole? Oops. Sam, are you staring at my beard? No, for reals, RWG. Like, it was, bro, it was just fucking moving like this, like the hairs were coming out, and it was just like, holy shit, dude. It was intense, bro. I've never done acid in the forest, and I really want to. Definitely would recommend it, Peach. In my school, and because my school was literally in the middle of a forest, I had no thoughts of like, oh shit, like what if the cops show up, or like, there's no worries about that. It was, God, man, it was very freeing. So if you got somewhere in nature that's low key that you can hang out in, that you're somewhat familiar with, so that you know you don't get lost, man, yeah. Had some really good times, and even if I didn't have the acid, like, I still appreciated those hikes. It was just really beautiful to just be out in nature and just disconnected from like the outside world. And I feel like acid made me see things simplistically, in the sense that I would look at a tree and be able to see, like, it looked very geometrical. Like, I would be able to kind of see like a basic geometric structure of the tree. And just hallucinogens in general, more maybe mushrooms, because mushrooms are definitely more of an emotional trip for me. Just helped me appreciate the people in my life, as well as like the small things that I would just take for granted. Like a song would come on, and I've heard it before, but in that moment I'd be like, man, I'm really thankful that this artist decided to make this music. Like, I'm grateful that I can actually listen to it and appreciate this, like small stuff like that. I'm just like laughing with my friends, be like, man, I'm grateful for their friendship. I'm glad I met like down to earth, like genuine people. Acid is so potent, so it's hard to encourage over psilocybin, but psychedelics in general are such an amazing platform for growth and absolutely should not be considered hard drugs. Yeah, I agree. When I first started doing psychedelics, I had easier access to acid than shrooms, so that's what I got more used to. Yeah, I do. Can I send a pic of it? Can I send a pic of it in Discord? Yeah, you're more than welcome. You can post it in the art channel if you want to share it there. Either there or pics, but I mean, considering it is art that you did, yeah, drop it in the art channel. Just found out psilocybin spores are legal in every state except California, Georgia, and Idaho. Oh. Oh, wow. California of all places. That's a little surprising. Well, I hope that changes in the near future. Give Gwen a little hug. I think she's hungry too. Oh, she's starving. Oh, I'm sorry, Gwen. You're super hungry. You like comfort food, but I think I gave you popcorn last time. Oh, you like coffee. I haven't given you coffee. Now, this is one damn fine cup of coffee. I've had, I can't tell you how many cups of coffee in my life. You're telling me, Gwen. But this is certainly my favorite of them all. Thank you very, very much, Stella. You're welcome, Gwen. Okay, so this is where we have to go to get the lightning in a bottle. However, if you cultivate them, you are then breaking the law. Oh. I sanded it. Both paintings in the pic were done on acid. Gotcha. All right, Nicole, thank you. Thanks for sharing. I'll check that out after stream. If not, tomorrow, since we're like at work. Shh, I'm a very good employee. Yeah, but thanks for sharing, Nicole. Same. Psilocybin and MDMA have so much therapeutic potential. LSD too, in clinical environments. I agree. 100%. MDMA definitely helped me just take stock and be grateful of stuff that I'm sure others don't have, you know? It's like, man, I'm so happy I was able to meet up with these friends and go to this concert together and just have a good time, and, you know, nothing bad happened. Because drugs are never, like, required to appreciate those things. Like, no, definitely not. But it definitely helped kind of just unlock those thoughts, or just kind of just push them more to the forefront. Being like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm gonna tell like my friend or these people like how much I appreciate them and all the things that they've done for me or do for me, no matter how small or how big it may be to them. Like like I'd have thoughts. I'm like, it's important for me to tell them just so that they know that I don't take their friendship or all the good things they do for me for granted. Because, you know, some people do. And I never thought that they would maybe think that I was, but I was like, well, hey, there's no harm in me telling them that, you know, so it's like, why not? But yeah, 100% agree with you, Gitfo. Fish. Oh, Daffodil. I don't think I have any bottles to catch the lightning, though, now that I think about it. Yeah. I believe if you do, like, the music will change. Absolutely. Psychedelics are like hitting the reset button on your senses of novelty and appreciation. Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it, Gitfo. Find a passenger on Barkshinsheim Creek. Okay, so that's the next mission objective. Do a little bit of fishing on our way there. Nicole, thanks again for the 4-month resub. Shout out to my lurkers as well. I appreciate you lurking. Okay, let's get some shut-eye. Or can I... Actually, no, I should be able to head there.